All right, good morning here. Week 3, project 3, candy dispenser. I'm going to show you assembly here of this and the different pieces that are involved. My camera crew is all still sleeping, so I've got my camera propped up here kind of low on this table saw. So you're not going to see my face for most of this video, which is probably a relief. But you will be able to see the assembly here. I'll hold it up so you can see it. You're going to have two pieces to your kit here. You're going to have your wood pieces. There's 6 of them. And you're going to have this mason jar. And inside this mason jar, and I'm going to set this aside for a minute, there are 4 of these little brad nails, and there are 2 dowels of different sizes. Set these aside as well. We don't need those until a little bit later. The nails, I'm just going to slide over here. 6 pieces. You've got 3 pieces here. These 2 are identical, and this one is just slightly wider. Kind of see it hides them, but they can't hide it. So these are the 2 sides. This is a spacer. It'll make more sense in a minute. Here's your lid. Here's your slider for your dispenser. This hole is more towards one end than the other. This end is the front that goes towards the outside. This is the outside, this is the front. This is where your candy will get dispensed. This is the base, this is up. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take these 2 sides that are the same pieces, and they pop in here into these grooves. Might be a little tight, some are tighter than others. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this spacer, and it sits in here. You're going to want to glue or nail or screw or something, all these things in place. You want this spacer adhered. You can see it just sits flat to the bottom, same length as these sides. Then you're going to take the top. It's got grooves just like the bottom that line up to these sides, and you are going to put it together, and maybe a little tight. You can see my spacer slid because I don't have it glued or nailed down because I want to repackage this one and give this one out. I don't need one. We've already got a couple. Slider, again, this is towards the front. This is the front. So you want to take this end, slide it through from the front. You're going to take your short dowel, as you see, 2 dowels. You take this one, and this goes to the back. And it is a pin to keep you from pulling the slider too far through. If you pull your slider through, then all your candy falls out, then your dog gets it, your brother or sister gets it, and then it's just no fun. So then this longer one is a stopper, but is also a handle, and it goes here on the front one. And then the slider can't come in and out. Now you don't want to, you can glue these in. They should be pretty tight fit. You can glue these in, but you do not want to get any glue on this piece and keep it from sliding. The way it works is when it's pushed in, the hole in the slider lines up with the hole in the lid, and then when it's pulled out, the hole in the slider lines up with this pocket. And so this pocket's where your candy ends up. How does this work then? Well, put your candy in the jar and you put your jar on the top. But first, what you want to do is you want to take this lid, the ring off the jar, and the ring sits right here over this hole. And then what you're going to do, and I'm not going, I'll show you how, but I'm not going to do it on this one. Like I said, I want to package this one up and give it away. This is going to be the most challenging part of this. I have big fingers, so brads are hard for me to hold. Got my needle nose pliers, hold the brad. I would also use a much smaller hammer than this framing hammer, but this is what I have laying around right now. My little trim hammer has disappeared up into Sydney's room somewhere. And actually, it's not really mine. I stole it from her brother, but he doesn't use it, so don't tell him. You got 4 of these brads. I'm gonna use at least 3 of them. 2 is probably enough. But you're gonna put those on right here on the lip of the ring, and you're going to nail down into the wood. So I would hold it with the pliers and pound it down. Now, if you've got some small screws that are laying around and that's easier for you, go for it. If you've got an adhesive that'll hold this down, great. Not sure what would work the best for that. Maybe some Gorilla Glue or something like that. So then what you're going to do So this is going to be adhered to here, and you'll hold it upside down, and you'll take your jar, you'll fill it with whatever you want to fill it with. Hold this upside down, and you'll thread it on, and then when you turn it over, voila, you've got your candy dispenser. As I showed in the other video with peanuts, because that's what we had laying around, not because I prefer peanuts to candy. I don't. Anyway, this one so far is my favorite. My kids have really enjoyed this one. They haven't painted theirs yet. If they had, I would show you. But they just started putting theirs together last night. Sorry, they get a jump start on this whole thing. But I can't wait to see these painted, decorated, whatever it is you do with them. The birdhouses, the planter boxes, the pictures that have come in have just been fabulous. I enjoy all the smiling faces. There's been a lot of great bonding time between siblings, you know, fathers, mothers, daughters and sons, grandparents. Got one in last night of a longtime woodworker, grandfather helping his grandchildren put theirs together. Smiles on their faces were great. I've gotten several pictures of final assemblies. I've shared some to Facebook, some I haven't. Not everybody likes their pictures out there in the open, and I respect that. Feel free to share your pictures with me. I won't share them unless you say I can. And I understand if you don't want to share them with me. But do love to see your finished products. Some of you are very artistic, far more so than me. I could spray paint this thing, but as far as decorating it, it's not going to look pretty if I do it. But anyways, keep the photos rolling in. Look forward to seeing you all today, tomorrow, whenever. Look forward to seeing the pictures. Pictures rolling in really make my week. Again, thank you, and thanks for all the donations that keep this going. We'll keep going, and week 4 we'll have another project for you. Take care. Have a great day. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.